Hey, yo, it's your boy Post, hoodactionnews.com. So I'm gonna give an update. Let me see if my mic is working real quick. Should have did that first. Yo, yo, yo. So look, check it out. I'm gonna give an update to the escaped prisoners in New Orleans, right? Let's do an update. Some vicious stuff came out. Now, they caught a couple people, right? But before I go to who they actually caught, let me go to how they act. I want to check out how they actually escaped, right? So I got some breaking news, and you're watching this. You probably know already, but this is crazy. Let's find out how they actually escaped. Let me click on it before I tell you. I'll be in told you this shit before I even click on it. There we go. Yo, 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 yo. All right, let me make sure everything crispy clear and all of that. Look at this shit.
Jailbreak. A maintenance worker at the Orleans jailbreak. A maintenance worker at the Orleans Parish Justice Center has now been arrested and booked into jail. The district attorney claims the worker shut off water to the toilet, helping 10 inmates escape on Friday. Police have since arrested 4 of the escaped inmates. 6 remain on the run. ABC's Faith Abube is in New Orleans with the latest. And Faith, you just spoke with the district attorney about the arrest. What more can you tell us?
Hey yo, my man cut the water off so they can escape. Random dude working in there, man. Now what this dude look like, man?
Yeah, Stephanie, we were speaking with the district attorney when that employee was arrested and booked into jail. So details coming to us as it was happening. The DA telling me that
You
he's
see this dumbass, bro. You
extremely
see what he look like.
frustrated that there was such a breakdown in the system and that what they had suspected for days that this may have been an inside job, the evidence has actually led them to that. According to investigators, soon after the escape on Friday, they started interviewing employees at the jail there, and they actually talked to Sterling Williams, the maintenance worker there, and he was the one who admitted to investigators that during the escape, in the early hours of the escape, the inmates asked him to turn off the water to the toilet, that they would move out of the way and crawl behind. You remember we've been reporting that the inmates were able to get into a cell, move away a toilet, crawl through a hole, and
My man cut the water off.
got away from the jail running on an interstate. He, according to investigators, Sterling Williams was part of that plot because he was able
Sterling motherfucking Williams cut the fucking water off.
to turn off that water. I just want to read some of what the DA had to tell us in terms of how this happened. And he said, you know, even Stephen Wonder can see that this was an inside job. 10 violent offenders don't make their way into a pod made for 2 and make good their escape through concrete, rebar, and barbed wire without being some sort of or getting some sort of assistance. So right now the investigation is continuing. This is part of a larger investigation that involves other employees there at the jail. We know 3 other employees have been suspended. The DA says we could see more arrests in this case.
And
Stephanie.
all of
Yo, the one thing,
in the New Orleans.
the one thing that they're not talking about, right? So what's my man Sterling Williams? Let me find this picture. The one thing that they're not talking about is what was the bag? How much money did this cost? Let me try to find my man. Put a picture of this dude up,
Jailbreak.
man. Picture of this dumbass.
In the New Orleans jailbreak,
Let me see if I can find another one. So there you go. I'm gonna just put his picture up there. I'm not gonna watch this one. I'm gonna put his picture up there. So this is my man right here, Sterling Williams. You dumb motherfucker. You dumb motherfucker. You about to spend the rest of your you about to go to you was cleaning the jail, now you about to go to jail. Matter of fact, this dude was fixing the jail. He was fixing the jail. Now you about to go to jail. What was the bag? None of them are talking about what was the bag, which this is gonna be impossible. Probably maybe this will come out. I don't know. Leave a comment below. How much money did this cost? Right? Do you think this dude cut the water off? So he basically was the janitor, right? He the jail janitor, right? Now, when we watched the first video, when we first went into this, we watched the first video, the dude said understaffed, underpaid, right? So that one of the prison guards or whoever my man was said that understaffed, underpaid, right? Now, I don't know how much janitors make, right? But I'm guessing they don't make like $200,000 a year or nothing like that, right? So how much was the bag? Leave a comment below. How much bag do you think this dude took? Because none of these prison guards are going to do this for no bag. That's common sense. We all know that. You know, none of these prison guards are going to do this for no bag. Now, as much as I hate to admit to it, we've all heard of stuff like this before. Like we've all heard of. Now I don't know about the prison break, per se, but we all know about COs and different people that work at the jail taking bags for different stuff. So I'm gonna say this. We all know. Now I'm talking to everybody that either people in jail, you've been to jail, we've all heard stories, and I'm talking about in every state. I'm not talking about just New Orleans. I'm not talking about just in Philly. You know what I mean? Because I'm in Philly, and I'm not talking about no. I'm talking about every state. You've all heard stories of in real life, not on TV. I'm talking about somebody that knows somebody that heard from somebody. You know what I mean? About workers at the jail, people that work for the jail doing stuff for money, either smuggling stuff to the inmates, people actually dying, you know what I mean? Setups, all type of stuff, right? Now, this is the thing about it. They must how much bag do you think that they took to do this? Leave a comment below. So my man on the screen right there, let me put him back up somewhere. Let me put my man back up. So my man on the screen right there, right? How much bag do you think it took? How much bag do you think it took for my man right there to do this job, to cut the water off? What's the bag? What's the going bag for turning the water off in the jail? You know what I mean? So how much bag do you think my man got paid to turn the water off in the jail? Now, unfortunately, my man is going to be in jail. So obviously my man is a dumbass. You know what I'm gonna say? Why would you put your life on the line? But we don't know the bag, right? Now, leave a comment below. Y'all comment on everything else. How much bag would it take for you to even think about doing something in the jail to let somebody out? You know you're going to get caught eventually, but a couple million, 10 million, what's the bag it would take for you to act dumb and do something to mess up your whole life? Like I said, he went from not cleaning the jail. He was the maintenance man. He went from fixing the jail. You know what I'm saying? You went from fixing the soap. Now you're gonna be picking it up. You know what I mean? So you went from you went from the plumbing. Now you about to be plumbed. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to laugh about nothing like that. But my man right here, you went from what's his name? Williams, Mr. Williams. You went from fixing the plumbing and now you gonna get plumbed. You know what I mean? Pause. It's gonna be play for them niggas in jail. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let me go to this right here. I want to check out the. Let's look at the update. Let me check out the update real quick. Let's look at the update real quick. Hold on. Let's see how many dudes. How many of these motherfuckers are still on the loose? That's fucked up right there. But you know it's an inside job. We knew that, but not the plumbing. You know what I mean? Not the plumbing, bro.
Another inmate who escaped from a New Orleans jail last week is back in custody. Louisiana State Police sharing this photo of 21-year-old Gary Price, who was arrested in New Orleans this evening. That makes 4 inmates who have been captured so far. 6 are still on the run. The inmates broke out by removing a toilet and left taunting, parting messages, including the words, "Too easy, LOL." Security footage shows them exiting at a loading dock and using a blanket to jump the barbed wire fence. Crime Stoppers is offering up to $20,000 for information leading to the capture of each inmate. And the blame game over how this happened continues.
This massive jailbreak, which my statistics tell me could be the largest jailbreak in the history of the state, should never have happened. And the public deserves to know who, what, and how this happened.
I'm going to do my dead level
Mr.
best
Williams.
to be a part of the solution in dealing with the clear and present danger that we're faced with, which is 7 armed and dangerous men, possibly on the streets of New Orleans.
3 prison guards have been suspended as officials investigate whether the inmates had help from the inside. Investigators also warning any friends and family who might be helping those fugitives hide.
Now I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. The one chick went to lunch. Remember that. So they got Mr. Williams for turning. They got my man for turning the plumbing off and all of that. But remember, the one chick went to lunch. So I want to see when they, look at the look how they moved the sink and all of that. So they basically turned everything off so they could, you know what I mean, get up out, like pull that out, get up out of there. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But remember, the first time we took a look at this, the one chick went to lunch. She was supposed to be on the post or whatever you want to call it. She went to lunch and then they went out where she was at or whatever. So remember, it's allegedly 3 people involved in getting these dudes out. One went to lunch, one did the plumbing. What did the third one do? You know what I mean? So this is all going to come out. Now, I seen something crazy pop up that I want to take a look at right now. So I seen something crazy pop up that I want to take a look. Now I seen something crazy pop up. It says suspect killed for his gold chain. What is it with y'all killing people for their gold chain? Like what's up with that? What's up with y'all killing people for they just rob it and take it? You got the right, you got First of all, don't do nothing. Don't rob it. Don't take it. Don't do nothing. But you got the robbery charge and the murder charge, dickhead. Yo, y'all dudes, you see somebody with a chain, you got the robbery charge and the murder charge, dickhead. Dickhead. You going to jail for robbery and murder, dickhead. Y'all some true life dickheads out here, like y'all some real life, true life dickheads. You going to jail for robbery and motherfucking murder. Let me see where this shit happened at. And let me see what happened before I comment on it, because I got a lot to say about just all type shit like this.
Live video caught the moment a 21-year-old man was killed by two men trying to steal his gold necklace. The deadly shooting happened back in May of 2023 in North Miami Beach. Now, 2 years later, one of the accused killers is hoping for a judge to let him go home and wait for his trial. NBC 6 reporter Christian Colon joins us with what the judge decided.
Surveillance video captured when two men with guns pulled up on 21-year-old Malcolm Johnson Jr. to steal his gold necklace. As one man fought the victim, the other appeared to pick up the victim's items from the floor. The robbery turned to murder when the thieves started shooting. The victim collapsed as the killers drove away.
Who is in this picture? Who is depicted in this picture?
Yo, now it was nothing my man could do, right? It's nothing my man could do. What I want to know is how the hell did they know where my man was at and what he had on? Because if you just riding down the street, you can't really see no change now unless you know this person got one, right? So I don't know what's behind this case. But one thing I can see, I'm gonna rewind this. Yo, just give it up right away, bro. As soon as you see them pull guns, just give him the chain right away. But they some cowards, though. He had his hands up and everything. They still started.
Now, 2 years later, one of the accused killers is hoping for a judge to let.
Nah, the judge ain't letting you out, fam. We got you on camera shooting somebody for their chain.
Let him go home and wait for his trial. NBC 6 reporter Christian Colon joins us with what the judge decided.
That's crazy.
Surveillance video captured when two men with guns pulled up on 21-year-old Malcolm Johnson Jr. to steal his gold necklace. As one man fought the victim, the other appeared to pick up the victim's items from the floor. The robbery turned to murder when the thieves started shooting. The victim collapsed as the killers drove away.
Who is in this picture? Who is depicted in this picture?
Marcus, and that is the picture matching the description of the victim's medallion.
Marcus Ely is in jail for allegedly killing over this gold necklace that police say he took home to his girlfriend to snap selfies. Pictures showed the two posing with the piece of jewelry just hours after.
You dumb motherfuckers, yo. Y'all motherfuckers gonna burn in hell out here. I ain't see this case. I missed this one. You dumb motherfuckers, man. The judge is going IHOP. Yo, the judge is going Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity, you dumb ass nigga. What is wrong with you?
Matching the description of the victim's medallion.
Marcus Ely is in jail for allegedly killing over this gold necklace that police say he took home to his girlfriend to snap selfies. Pictures showed the two posing with the piece of jewelry just hours after the real.
Yo, these motherfuckers is really dumb. Like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is plumb dumb. Yo, y'all motherfuckers. Yo, if y'all really out, I mean, obviously y'all really out here doing shit like this, but yo, y'all motherfuckers really out here robbing niggas, killing niggas, and then go on social media with your bitch and then show it. Y'all motherfuckers is plumb dumb like a motherfucker, bro. Country plumb dumb niggas, like, you know what I mean? This shit is wild. And then you asking the judge to go home, nigga. We just seen you kill a nigga on live on HD. The hell?
Real owner's life was cut short.
You have one assumption on top of another assumption on top of another assumption. In this case, you have a
get the fuck out of here.
Is what you have. That's really what this case is about.
Today, Ely's attorney slammed the state attorney's case as weak and requested his client get house arrest to wait for trial. But prosecutors were against any form of release out of jail since they are confident Ely is a killer, especially since the second man seen on video took a 20-year prison deal and flipped on his co-defendant.
The defendant agrees that he is willing to
the other nigga took it. Hold up. Yo, the dude to the left, that, because look, hold up. Let me go here. The dude to the left. Let's watch this one more time. Hold up. The dude, look, the dude to the left right there, when the dude started shooting the gun, you could tell he was like, oh shit, he killing him. Look.
After the real owner's life was cut short.
Yo, the dude to the left took a deal on his dumb ass. Yo, leave a comment below. If y'all doing a robbery and the nigga actually kill him, you might take a deal on that nigga dumb ass. Like, nigga, you weren't supposed to kill him. I'm taking a deal on your dumb ass. You might as well, you might as well tell that nigga, yo. You might as well tell him, like, yo, you weren't supposed to kill him. I'm gonna take a deal on your dumb ass, bro. And it's fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to, condolences to the young man that lost his life. I'm not making light, but I'm definitely going to clown these dumbass niggas that did this shit.
A flip is what you have. That's really what this case is about.
Today, Ely's attorney slammed the state attorney's case as weak and requested his client get house arrest to wait for trial. But prosecutors were against any form of release out of jail since they are confident Ely is a killer, especially since the second man seen on video took a 20-year prison deal and flipped on his co-defendant.
The defendant agrees that he is willing to testify in open court against Marcus Ely if required by the court of the state, including testifying that if required by the court of the state.
Let me go back real quick. This nigga looked like a killer.
Took a 20-year prison deal and flipped on his co-defendant.
Yo, look at this nigga, bro. If I seen a nigga, listen, if I got on the chain, right? If I got my motherfucking chain on, right? First of all, I'm strapped like a motherfucker, right? I'm legally strapped. But I'm gonna keep it a band with you, right? If I got on a motherfucking chain and I see a nigga look at me like this, I'm gonna shoot that nigga, man, first. Look at this nigga, man. You know these type niggas when you see them, yo. You can't be green in these streets. You know what I mean? Like, you can't like not be paying attention to what's going on. I see a nigga, that's them eyes too, nigga. You see a nigga look at you like that, your hand gotta be on your shit, on your gun already. Look at this nigga, man. You can't have no chain. Now they hopped out on my man, but you gonna ask me, is this nigga a killer? Come on now. He ain't even gotta have a tear on his eye. Yo, you can see the look, of that nigga eye, man. When you walk by, you walking down the street and four niggas look at you like that, you know it's about to go down, bro. You got to be aware of your surroundings. That's all I'm really trying to say, is you got to be aware of your surroundings. But yo, if you pull up and you know you ain't got no license to carry, you know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes it be like, I'm a big ass dude and shit, right? Sometimes it be niggas like that. They be looking hard like that, and they be little ass niggas, and they be reaching for their gun as soon as you fucking get out. You know what I mean? Now in jail, you ain't got no weapon and all that. But long story short, if a nigga look at you like this, come on now, bro. You know what it is. That's all I'm saying. You know what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? And see, my problem, my problem, right? My problem ain't really a problem till you see me in real life, right? See how I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look like the type, I don't look like no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look small. Let's just say I look kind of short. I look like a short, fat dude on camera, right? But I'm 6'3", whole Mr. T situation in real life. You like fucking Godzilla in real life, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm sitting in the car, I might be sitting in the car, and then niggas be talking shit, and then when you get out, motherfucker, it'd be a whole different story and shit, and then you be strapped to a whole. That's why I say Mr. T, big ass nigga with a gun, but none of that shit mean nothing, right? I want to tell you that always de-escalate shit, but like I said, a motherfucker look at you like this. Yo, a nigga look at you like that, you know they about to try to take your chain. Now, in this young man's situation, they hopped out the car, but it looked like, how the fuck you know that this random motherfucker walking down the street got a chain? That's like a setup. You know what I mean? Like when you gonna wear your chain, man, you gotta damn near be around cops, like somewhere where it's like fucking like an event where it's cops with their wives out or something. Like you can't just be wearing no chain everywhere, you know what I mean? Even if you are strapped, because you got one gun, motherfuckers pull up, all of them got guns, like 10 niggas with guns. So you gotta be aware of your surroundings if you're gonna be flossing. Now, it's messed up to say, right? It don't matter how you got the chain positive, because a young dude lost his life in Philly, you know what I mean? Over the same type bullshit. You know, you got your chain on and stuff like that. But what are y'all gonna get with the chain? You're gonna get life in jail. But this dude is asking to go home. Like, bro, are you out your mind, yo? Are you out your mind? You think they really gonna let this dude go home? I'm gonna keep an eye on this case. He's trying to go home temporarily. You ain't going, bro. You ain't going home no temporarily. We got you on tape. Tripping.
Defendant
agrees that he is willing to testify in open court against Marcus Ely if required by the court of the state, including testifying that Marcus Ely fired the gun to murder victim Malcolm Avery Johnson Jr.
Mario Fogler told police Ely was the shooter. Additionally, Ely's brother called police.
So this the dude, this the snitch.
Additionally, Ely's brother called
Jr.
Mario Fogler.
So this the dude that snitched. You know what I mean? This the dude that took the plea deal. And see, you could tell, you could damn near tell that this dude's gonna take some type of plea deal by the way he jumped when he fired the guns. He was like, nigga, you ain't say you gonna shoot him. You shot him. He had to look like he shot him. I'm telling, nigga. You know what I mean? So this the dude that took the plea deal. So I like, why would they let my man go home? Right? He might be trying to do something to this dude fam. Like, you don't like, I wouldn't let that dude go home, bro.
Fogler told police Ely was the shooter. Additionally, Ely's brother called police to confess he recognized the man on the surveillance video as one of his own.
Damn.
I can't in any good conscience say that it would be safe for the community to return this defendant to his home.
Damn, his brother turned him in. His brother said, you dumb motherfuckers. I'm going to see if I can make some money off of you.
Where the law enforcement has gone to the extent of putting a full cam to observe what's going on.
And at the end of today's hearing, the judge denied granting him a bond. She felt the
they denied his ass. Hold up. His brother said, you dumb motherfucker. I'm gonna turn you in. What's the reward?
The judge denied granting him a bond. She felt the community would be a lot safer.
Yeah, keep that nigga off the streets.
Today's hearing, the judge denied.
Listen, his man and his brother said, no, get him the fuck up out of here. They said his brother and his man took the plea deal. Like, he did it right there with the black shirt and the fucking shit under his eye. And his brother turned him in. Like, I know that motherfucker right there.
Granting him a bond, she felt the community would be a lot safer with him behind bars, especially since police were already surveying his house through a secret camera before this chain murder even happened.
Damn.
Ely has pleaded not guilty. In Miami, Christian Colon, NBC 6 News.
Damn.
New at 5 video.
Where they do that? Where they do that at? So yeah, the dude on the left took the plea deal, and my man brother turned him in. So this happened already. I didn't see that one. I just wanted to take a look at that because it popped up in my little algorithm. But listen, make sure y'all be safe this summer. Now, this is your boy Post. You know, I got my movement going, hoodactionnews.com. We just got the shirts in. We got the hats. You got a bunch of other stuff, right? The link is going to be right in the description. It's going to be in the description in this video, or you can go to hoodactionnews.com and just scroll on the bottom, and you're going to see the t-shirts and all of that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Post, fresh out of Philly. Stay out of trouble. I'm Izzo.